Do you have any kind of analysis of what went on?
Yeah, I mean, I I never considered myself. I never liked that appellation. Like I think you could probably find a very early tweet of mine where I said I have never been part of the intellectual dark web and I don't identify with it. Uh, I think there was something that was a little superficial, I guess, about it. It played its role probably, and the role that it played was pointing out to what extent the conversations in regular media were kind of superficial and were also, like you said, the way in which that journalism framed certain people was just a complete lie and was, it would never try to really get to the bottom of things. And so I think that Joe Rogan, especially, I think that Joe Rogan is more than the intellectual dark web, has been really a light in the sense that, he just drives in and it's like, you're in for 3 hours, folks. You can't pretend for 3 hours or just try, right? And he just brings stuff out. Like he's able to bring stuff out and he's doesn't try to do, I mean, I've seen him do a few gotchas, but not that much. He tends to leave space for the person to defend themselves. Even if he's going to do a bit of a gotcha, be like, all right, well now you've got all the space to wiggle yourself out of this if you want to. And I think that type of conversation, it's modeled a lot of the what I think are the true conversations that you can find online now. And so that is something extremely valuable. As to the actual constituents of the intellectual dark web, I think that it was a little arbitrary and, and I don't think, I think that I don't want to point fingers at anybody, but I think that there are some members of the intellectual dark web which were never really that. Like they were never really what was said about them, that are into completely honest discussion and when trying to misrepresent their enemy or whatever. Like I think that we've seen, especially in the Trump era, we've seen that some of those members are willing to misrepresent things and they do it blindly. They're not doing it on purpose, but they're misrepresenting certain realities. So,